We're talking to Justin about that in just a moment. Meantime, a frightening moment as an Uber driver gets yelled and screamed at, then pulled out of her car and beaten.
I'm a Uber driver, and there's a man that got in my car, and I dropped him off in his He's drunk inside my car.
Now, the Collier County Sheriff's Office says that Hunter Cook choked and beat the victim after the driver picked him up and drove him home. Hello again, I'm Russ McCaskey.
I'm Amanda Hall. Uber's response to safety concerns is now facing scrutiny. The company claims to prioritize driver safety and has implemented several security features over the years. But significant concerns persist from victim Tanya Velazquez and many others. Wink News Investigates reporter Kelly Miller joins us live now. Kelly, what did Uber say about providing cameras and protective barriers to their drivers?
Well, the company did not respond to those questions specifically, but a representative did send me a list of safety features that have been implemented over the past several years. You can also find that on the company website: emergency assistance button, GPS tracking, and more. But think about it. Anyone can hop into an Uber as a passenger regardless of their criminal background. Plus, there's no physical barrier separating the driver from the passenger. And in many cases, there aren't any cameras. So I talked about all of this and more with a former Uber driver herself. Safety is a top priority at Uber. That's the response Wink News continues to hear from the rideshare giant. But do drivers agree?
We have no voice. The drivers have no voice with Uber whatsoever.
Following Wink News' coverage Wednesday of the man arrested for beating and carjacking an Uber driver in Collier County, Kim Haber reached out to us. She told me about times where she felt unsafe and threatened by passengers and expressed frustration with Uber's response.
They need to back us up and call and continue to investigate any of these problems that we report.
Haber believes Uber needs to do more thorough background checks on both drivers and passengers. After all, anybody can use the app to catch a ride. We also discussed the idea of cameras found in most taxis. But Haber doesn't think Uber would be willing to invest in those.
That's too much of an expense. They don't even hand out the lighted signs anymore. If you want one, you have to buy one.
Haber also believes Uber needs to change its policy that allows passengers to call for rides on behalf of others.
You have to have the actual account, and it's got to be in your name, and you've got to be that person getting in the Uber. No more calling Ubers for friends, family, boyfriends, girlfriends, because those are the people that are the ones who always cause the problem.
I reached out to Uber and asked if a representative would be available to discuss these proposals. Uber denied my request. And earlier today, I also stopped by Bluebird Taxi in Fort Myers and spoke to the owner. He let me check out some of their taxis, which all have cameras inside for everyone's safety. Because of that, he said despite the popularity of Uber, taxi ridership has skyrocketed. Back to you.